English, and I taught on the college level, and then I moved from the college level to the high school level. So research has always been a part of my background. So when I come to you, I want to always come from a point of sharing with you the facts and the information, because that always provides support for any belief or contention that I might have, or you for that matter. But I ran across this article about these meta tags, and it's from Christine, I believe her name is Shashinga or Shachinga. Want to know a little bit about her just so she provides a sense of credibility for you. She has more than 14 years experience in the creation, development, implementation, and maintenance of websites in all areas, including the government, academia, e-commerce, with a focus on SEO or search engine optimization, inbound marketing, usability, site architecture, and 508/WCAG accessibility, compliance, and social media. She's consulted for, designed, and overseen website implementations for entities such as the U.S. government, AOL, which not really defunct, but rarely do you see anybody with AOL as an email account. If they do, you know it's from way, way back. She's also been a consultant for the superpages.com, Department of Homeland Security, Reba McEntire, and Ula Popkin. So that's a little bit about her. And I want to share with you what she said about these meta tags that we have as a part of that. Oh man, how do you get rid of this? There it is. As a part of our opportunity launch blog. But I think it was Ray Main that might have asked me about those meta tags or meta description on last Wednesday. And we want to know that I'm going to say specifically, I am not knowledgeable about HTML codes. I don't know how many of you are, but those meta tags and the meta descriptions all have to do with that kind of a coding. It's not the, it's the, when we look at our blog, we're looking at the visual, and then you know there's another tab where you can look at the actual coding that is used. It goes behind your blog and where the search engines crawl to take a look at your keywords and other kinds of things you have done in order to optimize your blog. But here's what this lady says. She says, want top search engine rankings? Just add meta tags and your website will magically rise to the top. Right? And she says wrong. Meta tags are one piece in a large algorithmic puzzle that major search engines look at when deciding which results are relevant to show users who have typed in a search query. And she says, while there is still some debate about which meta tags remain useful and important to search engines, meta tags definitely aren't a magic solution to gaining ranking in Google, Bing, Yahoo, or elsewhere. So she said, let's kill this myth right at the outset. However, meta tags help search engines and users learn what your site is about. When meta tags are implemented incorrectly, the negative impact can be substantial. Now, this article was written back in May of 2012, so you can imagine the real kind of like, I don't want to call it a decline, but of lesser importance have become those meta tags. But if your blog is asking you to put meta descriptions in there, there's always that little question mark that will give you specifics as to what they mean for your entry into those particular blocks or those areas. But you've got your HTML meta tags that are different from data tags. This is what the code looks like not on the visual page, but on the actual HTML coding. It would look something like this. I'm not familiar with that, and I'm not going to take a class in it. I'm just going to do blogging according to what I know are the best used practices for achieving SEO, or search engine optimization. It talks about the title tag. When we do that, of course, we're going to put the title there. I'm going to give some specifics today as to how that title should, be arranged. You've got your description meta tag in the back, not on the visual, but this is what you would see in the HTML code. And again, it's for search engine results page, the SERP. Is what we're concerned with, how the search engines crawl through and find out the specifics associated with your post or your page. The description, we talked about that last week, that needed to be no more than 155 words, and this is what actually shows up on Google to give a little bit of a description as to what your post is about. So here's what the wall description usually looks like. The title of the blog, there's the web address, and some specifics as to what that particular blog discusses. I need you to know that when you do your meta description, please do not use the first paragraph of your article. You want to put it in the spin rewriter, or you can go and just rewrite or paraphrase what you have there, making sure that you have used some keywords and phrases in your meta description. The alarming part that I had, here's some more examples there. But when I opened up the Opportunity Launch blog, what had made me a little bit surprised was to see something called those robots. I didn't have any idea what those was, but what they happen to be. But this lady talks to us about those robots and the meta tags that are there. So I'm going to have this particular article placed in both of our Facebook groups so that you can refer to it for specificity or for the specifics associated with your Opportunity Launch blog, so that when you get back there, if you choose to know what's going on with your blog, you will have this article as a reference. And again, it's associated with HTML coding, and that's the bare bones of it. I will defer to this article, and next, that's my game that I play when I have some free time. But today, what I want to do is a little bit of a review. And I've already gone through this particular presentation with you all in the past. It's in one of my earlier webinars. But I thought for the sake of today, we would go through it once again, highlighting specifically how to optimize your blog. And then we're going to do a task today, which I used to do with my students. It was actually taking somebody's article or the essay or the paragraph and doing what was called a peer review. Donna, Mother Trucker, has allowed me to share with you a blog that she has out there. We're going to evaluate that based on some of the things that we talk about this morning. I would greatly appreciate it if you would pull out a pen, paper, or however you want to make some notations as I go through some of the points about optimizing your blog, so that when we do come to Donna's article, when we do come to her blog, you'll be able to participate and offer her some advice as to how she can revise. We always want to give her praise, and we want to give her kudos for having written that blog. And Lonnie, everybody else who's put something out there on platforms, Ramon, etc., it's a great thing to take that first step. But what we're going to do is look at Donna's blog, and we're going to evaluate it based on whether or not it conforms to some of the tips that we're going to discuss today about optimizing your blog. And I hope and pray that this will be something of value to you all today. That having been said, We're going to begin here, blogging SEO. In your blog proper, and this is in your blog, you want to make sure that you have these kinds of things. You want to make sure your titles are relevant to your topic. You shouldn't be writing about health and wellness product that helps to detoxify your body, and next you're talking about, let's see, maybe an herb that will help you to uh, I don't want to say an herb, but on our platform right now, we have some cue boxes which are designed to help you to get rid of the cable bill. So when you're on that topic, you want to make sure everything pertains to it. If you mention something about that detox product that is an herb that helps to eliminate those toxins from your body, that's fine and dandy, but you don't want to go off on a tangent. It creates a lack of coherence in your writing. The second tick I have here is you want to make sure you refer to your keywords throughout your post. In the optimized blog from Opportunity Launch, as well as a WordPress blog, you will have a key there that will help you to know about your keyword density. You want to check that. You want to always use keywords that are interested in ranking high for, that you're interested in ranking high for. And Marcus did a training on that one 11 o'clock evening or night. And you want to keep these keywords concentrated around a specific topic. So it's keywords as well as keyword phrases. You also need to know you want to have long tail keywords as well. The next idea is this one. You want to make sure that you are providing high quality content. Remember that the whole intent of Google is to have pertinent, relevant details, quality information that folk who visit Google and search for information can stumble upon, if you will. It's designed to improve their education, improve their quality of life, if you will. You also want to make sure to interlink your post with older relevant posts that you have. So you want to always provide additional resource information for your readers. So if you are talking about that detox tea, for example, you could provide a link with an older article that you have that provides specifics about the importance or tips as to how you can detoxify or the benefits of detoxification. Now, when we talk about outside of your blog, talking about from other sites, you want to try to get as many one-way inbound links as you can. We called that backlinking last week. You want to post relevant you want to create backlinks to your blog by submitting articles to databases. Last week, I think I gave you some that you can actually submit to. I think it was www.websubmissions.com. You want to post relevant comments on your blogs related to your comment area. So you want to look around and find people who are blogging about the same topic that you have. You want to monitor their blog sites, you want to participate in their discussions, and you want to be sure that you leave your link, if you will, to your site so that people can correspond with you, people can interact with you. It's a way of people clicking on your link, going to your website, so that is an inbound link that you will have to your site, backlinking. The only concern that you would have thereafter is whether or not that is a quality backlink or no. That having been said, you also want to have social bookmarking. This works great for the purpose of optimizing your blog. You want to make sure that you use bookmark as much as possible from such sites as Facebook, you've got Twitter, you've got Google+, and you have Tumblr. I think what I'm going to do is just exit really quickly, and I want to bring up this for you. The top 15 most popular social websites. Last night when we were online and in previous discussions, I've talked to you all about Alexa, rated number one in your social bookmarking. Is Facebook, number one. Number two is Twitter. Three is Pinterest. Number four, everybody should be rushed. We have Moan and made mention of, and of course this have all started to use Google Plus as a platform for gaining their presence and branding themselves. Tumblr, I made mention of, already site in social media. Reddit, now I've known about Reddit a while. It is not an attractive site, but it is an area where you can actually go and submit your material, and they will rank it, they will discuss it. It's more like a little bit of a forum type. It's kind of quirky to me, but look at it, it's number 6. Number 7 is Stumbled Upon. I don't know how many of you all go to Stumble Upon, but it is very, very interesting. You can interact there and look at its Alexa rating is 152. The next one that we have is Dig. I actually subscribe to Dig because it gives you some very interesting and unique types of articles that you can use for just learning about what's going on in the nation, internationally, just quirky kinds of crazy types of blogs or information is prevalent there, excuse me. I've never heard of Meta Filter, but I will be looking at that this evening. But it's high in your Alexa rating. It's one of the most popular social bookmarking websites as well. And then you've got Newsvine. This page you can refer to a little bit later, www.ebizmba.com, and go to the area for social bookmarking. What I also liked about this site is it will give you some of the top social networking websites, some of the top popular search engine networks. I want to again reemphasize to you that Google is not the only search engine in town. Even though it's number 1, you also have Bing, you also have Yahoo, you've got Ask. I mean, I don't care that much for Ask. It's a problem for me because of how things populate, but it is one of those search engines, and there is our one of antiquity, AOL.com. But this is a great site for you to go to find some of the most popular network sites. You also have your most popular blogs. You could click that and see some of them that are prevalent here. Huffington Post, TMZ, all of those. That is at your leisure. So please take a look at that for your edification. Next, we have a discussion of what's called page level keyword and content based features. Now, as we evaluate Donna's blog, we want to pay attention to some of the features that I'm bringing to you right now. And this is just further clarification of some of the points that I made earlier. But with page level keyword and content based features, here you're basically talking about optimizing everything that is visible on your page that you're trying to rank for. So that should be your title, it's your headings, the page body, as well as the images that you're putting on your blog. Now the question is, how important really is this? They had, in this article, interviewed 150 experts. They surveyed them, and they identified on the scale of importance for ranking Google this: proper content optimization scored 7.8 out of 10. Now that's 80% of the success that you're going to have on Google will come from proper content optimization, which means that there is where you want to put your emphasis. So the question becomes, what is it that you can do to improve your ranking on Google? First and foremost, I'm going to come back to you and tell you that content is king. So you want to put out some quality content. It doesn't matter if you want to talk about your hobby. That's a good thing, but you want to make sure that it's something of quality, something that is informational, something that is relevant so that you can get your following and you can build up your, your readership, your opt-ins for your email list building, if you will, but nothing else matters if you don't have great content first. So my suggestion to you all is this: only after you have an article that you're really, really proud to put your name on and share with people do you want to proceed to the following. So you're going to write that article, make sure that it's done well, and then you're going to move here. So the quick list is here. Your page needs to target a single narrow topic. So you want to focus on a specific narrow topic, not something broad that would take forever to discuss. You want to make sure that you're giving substance and not an overview. I guess you all can hear that I have a chorus today.
Yeah.
When you do write your long overview articles, it's a great idea to break it up into sections into another post. I've got an article on my blog post that I'm going to repurpose. I'm going to take that long article and break it down into shorter articles, which will make for a better readership. But my intent in creating that long article was so that I could talk about the product, I could talk about the compensation plan, I could talk about the founders, I could talk about the vision. And so it became a long article, but it also interlinked with some of my other blogs that I have, as well as my company website, as well as some articles that are authorities, if you will, in the field of health and wellness. By the way, Ramon, I was on your call and I couldn't chime in, but those of you who are in the health and wellness industry, WebMD is a very good source to go to. I think it's webmd.com. And also you want to use the Mayo Clinic. Those are high in terms of authority sites for health and wellness. Google wants to see pages that are topical. Now, I wanted to break down this word topical. So it's not peculiar to region. What it is information that's up to date, information that's newsworthy, that's interesting, that's relevant, and that is current. That's what we mean by topical here. Google also wants to see pages that are not driven solely by keywords. So what this has to do with not using keyword stuffing for your articles. They should naturally move with the flow of your ideas. Google is also looking for sufficiently narrowed topics as you're writing. So your primary keywords, and this is another point, your primary keywords should be at the very beginning of the page title. This is for your title. Your primary keywords should appear in the page URL. Now, more than likely what's going to happen if you've got your keyword in your title, those keywords in the title will also become a part of your page URL. Your primary keyword should also be in your page headline. This is your title. They need to be where? In your headlines. Your content needs to be broken up into related subtopics with proper headings. You need to have bold and italics. Well, this goes like this. When appropriate, your keyword should be emphasized with bold and or italics. We'll talk about that. Your primary keywords should appear in the content body 2 or more times. I kind of suggested to you earlier in our presentation that when you have that SEO optimized blog, or if you've got a WordPress blog that has Yoast SEO in it, it is going to actually give you your keyword density. It's going to tell you whether you have too few words that are keywords or whether you have too many keywords, and then you're going to adjust accordingly. You should also have related secondary keywords in various elements of your page. Your headings, then, and in the body of your article, in your anchor text. All of these are part of optimizing your article or your blog. Images on your page should have descriptive alt text tags. I think at one point I did a discussion with you how you bring up the image, and as you're putting in your information, you want to put keywords in. The alternate tag is nothing more. Alt tags are alternate tags. It will give information that will identify, explain, describe what that image is. You want to strive to use keyword phrases therein. Also, in your image, you want to, if you like, make it clickable so that it can go to a website, your particular company website, if that's what you choose to do. But you want to make sure that they are able to get back to your blog and not get lost, so to speak, in the sauce on another site. You also want to, as you're optimizing those images, you want to make sure, if you want to place an actual caption there or a title for it. There's areas in your image when you're putting it in your WordPress blog. There are areas there that you will place all of this information. Now, Mandy McEwen wrote in an article, 8 SEO tips to take blogging to the next level, the following. She says that there are a few spots where you want to have within your post certain things, your keywords. First of all, in your title. You want to have in your page titles. You want to have, this is where you actually create pages on your blog. I think Ramon has shown you several times how he has decided to do pages to put his information on, aside from the post. You want to have internal links, the internal links with keywords attached, the anchor text. URL short link. Now, what we have been doing for the most part is using bit.ly to shorten our link. But when you do that URL short link or the bit.ly link, make sure that you include a keyword or a key phrase. However, with WordPress, the beauty of it is it has an internal URL shortener available to you, where you can actually shorten that link if you care to. Outbound links, they have to be carefully thought through. And remember always that you're trying to brand whom? Yourself. Not someone else, but you're branding yourself. You want to be looked upon as the authority, even though you are bringing in authority figures, which is always great when you want to support a belief that you have. Clearly, you would want to use supporting details, and you want not the average Joe Blow. Truly enough, you want to have someone who is authority in that particular field. But don't dismiss the fact that you too are becoming the authority, the person in the know, the expert on your particular niche market. You've got H1, H2, H3 heading tags. In those, you want to have your key words. Headings 1, I think I did the pull down menu for you last week to share with you how you can actually access that. Keywords in those areas. You want to have your image alt text. I've addressed that earlier. Meta tags, we talked about that, and specifically in your meta description, you want to put your keywords and your key phrases. Obviously, as you're going to write that article and when you're going through, when you're identifying what your keywords and phrases are, there's going to be a block there or an area where you will actually put your keyword, key phrases. It used to be a time with the blog there would be only one keyword, but it has changed now, and now you can give up to 3 keywords, and then you can even do related keywords as well, depending on how your blog is maximized or what plugins you have. Remember, you want to put your keyword where? In the first sentence of your blog. I think I made mention of the fact the first 100 words, the first 75 words are the most important words, and in that first paragraph, you need to have your keyword or phrase. You also want to have it in your last paragraph or the last sentence of your blog. So, that having been said, I know it was quick. I'm going to ask if there are any questions or comments, or if I need to clarify anything, because we're going to evaluate Donna's blog based on the little tips that I gave you just now. Any questions, any comments before we do that?
Let me open up the mics.
Stan, was that okay? Everything good?
Great, always. A+ today. You might even get your paycheck this week. Anybody have any questions for Miss Pat or comments from what she just reviewed us this morning?
Did we get some notes down?
Notes. I have to check right now. I'm muting. No questions.
I have a question, if I may. I'm sorry for not being in the beginning. Is this just SEO? What I'm seeing, this is SEO. Is just for the WordPress, or is in general?
In general. These kind of apply everywhere. There are some challenges. I mean, if you think about it, though, Igor, most of the blog platforms are WordPress. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. I'm asking for one. I know how WordPress looks. That he got those fields where you can put those meta tags, etc., keywords and stuff like that. I was wondering if you knew when it comes to Blogger, does Blogger has some kind of that? You know, when you type a search in search engine, put in keywords, and then come up, and then there is that little snippet. In WordPress, you can create up to every blog a snippet.
Yeah, Blogger has a description area as well. That may be in one of my earlier discussions, but if I have enough time, I'll go to it and share with you.
Okay.
You know, enter it in there. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Donna, are you there?
We don't get worked up over it. We love it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Was talking, but that
makes a lot. Yeah, there's somebody that's talking, and I don't know. That's not me.
Okay. Alrighty. This is Donna's blog, Young Living Essential Oils, Mother Trucker's Oily Health Tips, and by Donna Lee. And I'm going to preface everything by saying that Donna actually, Donna, you're there just for some feedback with me. Did you create this on your phone?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Did you, you had some challenges then bringing down the menus to help you find the tags and what have you? In other words, to do the headings and that kind of thing. Was that a challenge for you as you did the mobile app?
This morning, I'm finding out that I can, go in different areas and find things, but it's tedious and kind of time-consuming. I'm sorry. This guy made me get out of my truck for a second. I'm walking around my truck.
Wasn't the Popo?
No, I just pulled into the shipper where I'm delivering, and he wanted me to talk my wheels. So, okay. Okay, your question was about whether or not I had description areas and different places to go to. Now, they're not as as defined as what you're showing, but they are some of them are there.
Okay. All righty. Donna, does anybody, let's just look at Donna's title. And Donna, what was the purpose actually in your creating this blog? What was your intent?
To develop readership that will be interested in why I use essential oils. What's the whole, other than smelling good. I mean, a lot of people don't. Oh gosh, there's a background echo. Okay, it's gone. Whenever I used to go to the, okay, now I have an echo.
We can hear you.
Yeah, but I have an echo in my own ear.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, that's,
Yeah, it's echoing.
every time I say something, I'm hearing it again. I have gone earlier in life, gone to a health food store and picked up oils and thinking that oils were only good for aroma smells, that they were only good for wearing as like perfume or something. And I was just getting into oils this year and finding out their health benefits.
Okay.
And that you can actually, you can wear them on your skin, you can take them by mouth, and you can also inhale them for the benefits that each oil has. So that's what I'm trying to express to other people, that oils are not just for aroma, they are for health benefits.
Okay, so the purpose, what was your key word that you had here in your title? What is your key word?
It should be essential oil.
Yeah, essential oils. Young Living Essential. Whenever I did the ABCs, like Marcus told us,
Okay.
Young Living Essential Oils. All of that is keywords.
Okay. And that's not a challenge for me, but if I were to pick up this article, I'm saying, okay, it's about essential oils, it's about Mother Trucker's oily health tips, but when it goes to the search engines, what exactly is your key word here, or words? Essential oils, or the benefits?
Yes, essential oils is what I tried to portray as the keywords.
Okay.
And yeah, I was confused about what that was, I guess, because each one of, whenever I did the ABCs, like Marcus told us to do the SEO, each one of my oils is a keyword for Young Living.
Yes, and that's what I wanted to get to right now. Every one of, and I'm not an authority on any essential oils, but the one thing that I do know is that your topic is so broad. How many essential oils does your company have?
120 basic ones, and then there's there's 120 basic, and then there's also about 120 blends.
Right. So let's look at how broad that topic is, and I think this is great, but you might have wanted to kind of zero in on the benefits of using essential oils. You see how that has narrowed the topic a little bit? And as you're talking about the benefits, you could talk about the health benefits, you could talk about the psychological benefits, you could talk about the spiritual benefits. I'm just finding 3 areas that would actually be the beneficial uses of essential oils. Because as we read through your article kind of brings in this essential oil over here and this essential oil over there, but it also talks about how it keeps your skin clean. And I mean, I think because your topic is not focused enough, how many remember that I said that your topic needs to be narrow, it needs to be specific, so that you're not giving like an overview of your topic, but rather specifics about your topic. So clearly, Donna, what I'm saying is that you have a great idea here, but it could make for several articles about the essential oils. If you were to go to Young Living, and I've not even gone there, but I'm surmising that if you go to your website, I believe that there are categories there associated with your essential oils. And it's based on purpose. It might be based on cost. I mean, I don't know how they differentiate. Am I right or wrong?
Actually, Young Living Essential Oils has a lot more than just oils, and they categorize it by the oils and then the health vitamins and other things that they have, and then they categorize it out.
I'm asking you about the essential oils. Do they divide them into categories? You can use oils for, there are certain oils that are used for headache, remove of a headache, medicinal purposes associated with some of those oils, I believe.
No, not really.
No?
Actually, no. They don't, but each individual distributor has, or I should say, group has their own thing that they might want to do. Like I have a reference manual. I'm hearing myself again.
Okay.
Now, essential oils will bring up more than one company.
That's an ad. Is this your site? I know it's not yours.
Yes, it's the company site.
Okay. You've got blends, you've got roll-ons, you've got massagers, you have diffusers.
But that's a category.
I
See,
see.
new and seasonal is one, home is the other, because they are cleaners, they're personal care, there's diffusers.
Okay. And there it is, categories. Massage oils, diffusers, and tools. These are the categories that I was asking about. Then you've got accessories, right?
Yes.
But there are even subcategories within these broader categories. And that's my only challenge. I think, and I'm not going to say I know all about, Young Living, but as you're discussing this, you see, you want to focus in a little bit with specifics as to your topic. This one, you'd start talking about a recipe for your skin scrub.
Yes.
Now, I just want to say this. Anybody want to make any comments about the title based on some of the things that I said this morning? And Donna, this is not to pick you apart because basically what we're all doing, we're work in progress, but I know what's going to happen today. Based on what they've given you, you're going to go back and revise this, and you're going to have a very wonderfully written blog, or you're going to take what you have here and break it down into several different blogs.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody have any comments about the title? What were you expecting here?
Well, I think what I just got to say, and I'm hearing myself echo again.
Sorry.
I think what I just got to say, and it might be I don't know if it's my microphone or what.
Somebody was trying to say something over here on our platform, I think.
I was gonna try.
I'm hearing everybody echo.
Yeah, there's echoes. Even I hear myself.
I was actually looking for some health tips.
Yeah, I want. There's echoes.
We're echoing.
I don't know. I'm not. I don't hear an echo. Sandy, you know what might be wrong?
If somebody has it on speaker, on their computer or something, and that's why it's making that noise.
Okay.
Speakers. No, I'm not on speaker. I'm on my. How you?
Nobody said Igor. I said somebody.
Yeah,
Somebody
there's
has
No,
it.
no,
several
no.
people that's
Not,
calling in on different lines that I guess they
Yeah,
have their computer to listen in their mobile device. I mean, there's a couple of people
right.
in
So that first paragraph right here, Donna has Young Living Essential Oils, Mother Truckers, Oily Health Tips by Donna. She repeated the title again.
And I
Donna,
thought that's what I was. Go ahead.
I'm
I'm just
listening.
going to listen for a while, but I thought that's exactly what I was supposed to do according to what I was told. I was trying to blend together what I'm learning from Marcus and from you.
Okay. I can't talk about that SEO training that you're having, and that's why I'm a little kind
can I
of
say something that might help in this kind of situation? Young Living Essential Oils can be a big title, but after that, how you call it, that line, horizontal line, I would put in exact keyword that is on the page, and the easiest way that you can find the keywords, I don't know, maybe you covered that before. This is my first time on BlOG's training, but when it comes to SEO, your Donna's business page of her business, when they created that page, they were ranking for a lot of keywords. Now, if you use Google Planner, just paste the URL of Donna's official site.
that's this right here.
No, that's her blog. That's her blog. I'm not talking about the blog. I'm talking about that page you were just showing.
The company site.
Oh, the company website?
Company website. Yes. Company website.
Essential Oils, Young Living.
Yeah, just youngliving.com. I believe that is yes. That you put in the into Google Planner, and it will show you every keyword they were ranking for. So among those keywords, you can find keywords that are not they're specific, and they are not high competitive. They're somewhere in the middle, and then about that keyword I would put after her headline, after that around market. Now, do you know how to get to the keyword planner?
Yeah, we do, but the challenge.
You've done that. Yes.
What we are dealing with right now is or at 11 o'clock they have a SEO training, and on that SEO training they're learning to do some specifics based on Google. And I think it's the ABC. Is that it, Donna? You use the ABC?
Yes. Yes.
I'm saying today that even with this we could improve upon it. We could take this and put it in that little headline.
Too many words.
Did you see me doing like this? Who said that?
Sue Witten said there's too many words.
Yeah, I was actually counting the number of characters she had here in her title. And usually what happens is when you do your WordPress blog, the first thing that will pop up, it'll tell you that your title exceeds the number of recommended words. So she may want to go back and check on that. But my challenge is much like what Igor has said. We don't know really what the key word here is. Yeah, she wants to do Young Living essential oils, but overwhelmingly, of course, her key word should be that she's talking about the benefits associated with what?
I would put the title 4 tips about essential oils.
Yeah.
For something along that line. If you want to specific, and again, essential oils, I don't know anything about it. But I guess that's again a broad topic. But it's a good topic for good concept. So you can, after that headline, you can make at least 10 or 15 other articles.
Yes.
For another keywords that I was saying that you can find what your company page has already ranking for. They're paying money in order to rank their page. So if they're ranking and they're paying money so the page can be ranking, that means also is demand.
Let me ask everybody's opinion if I should just take off the words Young Living Essential Oils. And
I don't know that Young Living is part of. I'm sorry, I don't know if that Young Living is a part of. Is that if you want to stay young, or if is it something with company name? I'm sorry.
It's a company name.
It's a company name.
I would remove it.
Yes.
I would remove it.
Yes.
I would say if you want to stay young, use what essential oils would keep you young. That's something like that.
There are more essential oils than just Young Living is the reason why I put that there, because there are other companies called doTERRA, there's other ones called Jade, there's other ones out there, so I wanted to be specific that I am using Young Living essential oils.
Can I say something?
That is not necessary. I'm sorry, I'm not the presenter. I'm just want to say that when you write a blog, that's not necessary because you want readers to know about essential oils, and your job is through the articles, guide them to the link or to the banner that they click, and they will go to the Young Oil, your company.
I agree with Igor.
Your job is to essential oil, to give them all the information that you have, and you can find out about essential oils. Teach them. Make small articles. It doesn't have to be big articles. Teach them. Break those essential oils in 15 articles.
Yeah.
And put some pictures and put inside related topics. Put link from somebody who's making grab from YouTube some video that is related with essential oils or any how to when in old age where there was no pharmacy, when the people will make medicines inside the houses. And that is also relevant. So you put that kind of content to get them interested, to get everything to be relevant, congruent. But from now on, you just teach them about essential oils. Give them every information about essential oils, and inside of that article, you can highlight the word, which is oil or live young or stay young or something like that, and put hyperlink that goes to your landing page, something like that.
Right.
Patricia.
Yes.
I will mute myself.
Too many cooks
You're
bowl
fine.
too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can I throw something in here? I actually had a question. If Young Living, it's evident that she was trying to go for that as a keyword, which is what we were told to do by Marcus.
Exactly.
Okay. Now I'm going to ask you. Do the search engines. If she just had her title as the benefit of essential oils, having essential oils as the keyword she's going for in this particular article, and then hyperlink whatever oil that she was talking about back to her Young Living site, would the spiders pick up on the Young Living?
You're asking me?
I'm asking Patricia.
You're saying in the body of her article?
Yes.
Well, because I mean, it would depend on how she's going to frame it. It has nothing to do with. The question becomes, what is her purpose? What is the key word? What is the essential keywords that she has right here. And this is my challenge right now. I'm going to be quite frank. We're kind of bumping heads because are coming from different kinds of training backgrounds, okay? And I don't want to, how do I want to say? I don't want to, Marcus is teaching you all a way in which to get yourselves on page 1 of Google. And I think what he said is that you want to use that company name, right? Did he not?
Yeah. He said not to use it.
Okay.
He did? Who said that?
Sue, what in my training, and Marcus is following things that I've learned through Empower and different blogging things, is that you go for what your title, you want it to be searched by people, not just the search engines. And what I understand that Marcus told us was to put in, for instance, young essential oils and do ABCs from that. Not to use young essential oils in your title as your keyword, but to use the words that came off of it, because those are words that people are searching for.
Okay.
And like you said, there's so many other things out there that you don't want them to be looking specifically for young essential oils. You want them to look for health tips and find yours, and yours to come up that way.
Preach it, Miss.
Right. Now my challenge is not trying. I don't want to dispel anything that Marcus is saying. And I think that most people would know that the rules don't really change when you're doing the SEO optimization. It's just the teacher, or what is it? What's that guy's name? With the trainer for, what is it? Wax on, wax off. It's the trainer who is giving you the tips, Mr. Miyagi. Right. But my challenge here is, what I would have done here was much like what Sue has said, is to talk about the health benefits of essential oils. And I will probably zero in on, maybe, like this young man said, Igor, maybe 3 or 4 benefits of using essential oils. Always using numbers. Using numbers actually works, okay? And it attracts your readership. In my body paragraph on my introduction, I may mention that Young Living has a plethora of essential oils. I could make that a clickable link for Young Living to come to you, Ray, that will go to my website. You see, it would be an art involved in that, and it still would help her to promote her article. I hope I'm making sense.
Give me 1 second. I got to run inside.
I want to look at the first. Donna, we have to finish up. But she's got this body paragraph: Young Living Essential Oils, Mother Trucker Oil Health Tips by Donna are useful at home and out on the road. And as I go through each day, it's important to keep my environment germ-free with these essential oils. Now, this one, she's talking about one of the specific kinds of oils that she has, and that's the one for making her germ-free. And then she's got tip 1 here. Now, I'm not quite sure. What do you all think of that? So let's use our hands to share our first tip. What would probably have been the best way to present this? Because it all appears to be running throughout the article. Here's tip 2. Down here we have another tip. What will probably help her reader with this article, since we've discussed something about you know, how to make it more user-friendly? Any idea?
Break it into bullet points, and every bullet point sentence on 2.
Yes, bullet points.
Right. What about the H1 and the H2 and the H3? Could she not have used one of the headings there?
Your H1, H2, and H3 should also be from your keyword, which would be out of your title. But for a reader, for me coming into it, it looks like health tips, but then it goes into environment when I'm like, well, wait a minute, are we talking about our health or the environment? And I know it all goes together, but it's confusing for me as a reader.
And is that Sue?
Yes.
Anybody else? Donna, this is not beat on me, but I think I put in your inbox that what I would do with this is to give the tips, to focus on the tips of using one of those essential oils or something like that. And the challenge that Donna is having in this article is that it's so broad. It's so broad that it will include any and everything. So what she's got to do is revise her title. I think everybody can agree with me that the title needs to be worked on and needs to become more focused. So it will provide you with a focus of your ideas. So if it's going to be about health benefits, then her headings would go health benefit 1 or tip number 1, tip number 2, and each one of those would become one of her headings or subheadings as she's going through her article. Am I making sense on that one? Anybody?
Yes, and the title is kind of confusing. I know that women probably in the United States know, have heard about that. I never heard about that company, but it's a little confusing because can you show me the title? That young what's the name company? Young Living. For somebody who never heard it, that might be confusing. That is the name of the company. But if you just look health tips for essential oils, all this article can be moved. A title can be replaced with 4 health tips for essential oils, and then move down. Young Living, name of the company. At the beginning of the article, I wouldn't go there. I would put something in the paragraph.
Okay,
that's me.
Here's one of her images. Now, this is what I was saying about the images. Something more effective may have been that she had gone through and done what? Put an alt text in there, keyword, key phrase, even a title for it. But you've got all these. You have one particular package here, which is the thieves, and you could have focused on that one, I guess, or maybe one thing therein. I mean, I don't know, Donna, it just kind of goes from a whole plethora of discussions here. She's got thieves oil is a special blend of therapeutic grade essential oils, clove, lemon, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and rosemary. And you talk about the blend from the Bible days. I know on one training that I had, what the guy did was he said you could actually do a blog on each one of these therapeutic oils. Lemon, what are the benefits of lemon? What are the benefits of cinnamon? Eucalyptus, rosemary. An entire article could be done about that. And I say that simply because if you go to an encyclopedic article on the internet, you can see that it has any number of words as it seeks to discuss each one of these topics. I mean, there are thousands of words. You cannot hope to do that in a short blog that we have here. Now she's got purify the air, and tip number 4 is right in there, interfused. The readability needs to be improved upon so that we know that she's going from one tip to another tip to another tip. And you do that by giving your subheadings. And then, of course, more tips to follow, kind of like a PS. But then we go here and we start a whole new discussion. So the organization really of the article needs to be kind of revamped. And somewhere in here, here you go more, here she gives an actual recipe where you can do the vanilla lime sugar scrub and the ingredients in there and how you can do it. And this could be a great article, how to get rid of the stress using whatever her topic is. I don't know. But I mean, a good try, a good start, getting my feet wet. But what we need to do is come back and do some revision here, because we're writing. Yeah, we love Young Living essential oils, but what about my reader, and what about how his or her experience is with my particular blog? Anybody have any other comments or suggestions?
I have an idea.
Okay.
The way I look at blogs sometimes is like a book, where you have, the basic, you get your keyword, or like if you're in the line at the store, and what draws you there. So your title needs to be whatever draws people, your keyword. But you only need to focus on one keyword. And like you said during the training, that maybe you can do, I don't know what the number was, 4 or 5 keywords throughout it, or maybe it was 3 or 4. I'm sorry, I don't remember. But instead, so you don't use all these keywords in there at once. It's just too
much.
You need to focus in on to pull people in, and then they'll come back to do your other blogs too.
Sure. Especially if you're giving them valuable information and sharing with them how, through the use of oils, they can improve their health and well-being, their mental outlook through some of those stimulating oils that help you to relieve migraine headaches. I mean, I think there are oils that can actually do that.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of great stuff in that article. It just needs to be spread out.
I think it's some great information, but it just needs to be corralled and made into. Remember, I said I had a huge article. The only thing in my article, what helps my article, is that I've got my headings and my subheadings, and it goes through. And anybody that would read it, they would say, I don't want to read all of this. I know that, but my purpose was to make sure that I could include everything that I wanted. If anybody would click on any of my links in my article, they would always go back to something that belonged to me or my website, internal and external links. But I'm going to go back and I'm going to redo mine, just like Donna is going to repurpose hers by focusing in, like everybody has kind of come up and said, that it needs to be a keyword, key phrases to focus her thoughts and her ideas.
I have to disagree a little bit on that. I was reading an article. First, I want to say before I would stay away from this kind of poem type of structure. I would rather go that there's no such spacing between the lines. You make it at least 3 lines of one paragraph, then make space again, 3 lines or 4 lines of one paragraph, and then when it comes to tips, move them as a separate and count them. Tips number 1, 2, 3, and then you can explain. And when it comes to keywords, I was following one blogger who had interview with the Google guy. Basically, we don't have to be so much focused on keywords when we're writing articles. So when she says, like you mentioned, lemon, or whatever other ingredients there there were, they are part of these articles, and it's the sole purpose is to give readers what they need. So you first when you're writing articles, you focus on readers. After that, you focus on your keywords, and rule is 1% of not. You don't need to have more than 1% of keywords inside. And so basically, I would put this kind of looks me. How can I say that? Like I'm reading a poem. If you understand me, this is not article. If you get the one, you showed a little bit once you scroll down. There was one piece of content that was actually put how it's supposed to be, how I think that is supposed to be. Yeah, there.
I see what you're saying. You're saying for the way that it's written. In other words, I need to make
mobile phone.
the spacing.
You see what's now on the screen now?
Yeah,
I will stick with that structure.
Oh yeah, thank you, Stan. It is on a mobile phone.
He is
so
using a mobile phone, so there is a challenge to being able to structure it like a normal reading.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize.
But no, don't apologize. That's fine. I understand.
No, yeah. I prefaced everything by saying that Donna had created that. I asked that question, Donna, did you create this on your mobile phone? And she said yes. And then I asked her whether or not she was able to pull down some of the menus from, while using her mobile phone. And she said that she had a challenge with it, but she's gone back and she's working on another blog and she's learned how to maneuver. So probably the next one that she has will become a little, better readability.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. The header things is one thing that I couldn't find, Miss Pat. So that I wanted to squeeze that in there. The headers was the one thing I could not find on the mobile phone. I could find all the other things that you were, or some of the other things that you were talking about. Most of the other things you were talking about, but I wanted to go back to that right now, and I could screenshot it.
Yeah, I think that was what Donna's challenge is, along with the fact that the topic is too broad. But what I would suggest that she may do is to take the same blog and go to her desktop and see how she can maneuver and, repair it.
Yeah. Thank you for this.
Any other comments?
No.
Donna?
Yes.
This right here is underscored. Is there a reason why? Guess it's a good time to explain exactly what essential oils are.
Because I was trying to sub-headline that. That's what I was trying to do, was use that underline as a sub-headline, sort of.
Okay. And then I'm going to come back and ask you how this relates to your title and to your keyword.
It's explaining what essential oils are.
Right, but you said your purpose in writing this was to give us what?
Right.
Right?
Give them, yeah. I mean, that was my very first blog, and I've moved on and wrote 2 ones, so I need to go back. I see what I did now.
Yeah, and Donna, I'm going to say, that's why I wanted to get your permission today, even to bring this, before everybody, because it's a great training blog for everybody, I think, because it forces us to see some of the challenges that we have when we're writing the blog, and when we're writing sometimes off at the top of our heads. If it's too broad of a topic, if it's too broad, we're going to include everything but the kitchen, the kitchen sink. Everything will go in there. And
I'm going to also admit that I tried using a little bit of this and a little bit of that from other people who already wrote. So that was another thing I did. I just kind of went over and copied a little. I didn't copy. I rewrote some of it, only I didn't use a pen rewriter. I just rewrote it out of my own head.
That's okay.
Any other comments here? Is there a call to action in her blog?
Well, that picture should be. Not that the banner.
It had nothing. When I clicked it, it had nothing. But somewhere here, if somebody wanted to buy her oil, where would they go?
They would have to call her.
Right.
But Donna was just saying I finally realized why, understood what she was accomplished. She said she wanted to give people information about essential oils, and that's why this is so broad. And she could just, if she just said essentials oils and what there are, and write just as a small article that was kind of introduction to the next steps. You see that? I mean, I finally understand what she was trying to accomplish.
Mhm.
And from there on, she could move to the specific and specific and specific things.
Well, in terms of our checklist, do you see how you could easily evaluate to see if we have all of those things? Does she have her keyword in her title, in her internal links or short links? We don't even have any outbound links. We don't have any H1, H2 heading tags, the image alt tags, nothing there. Well, we don't know about the meta tags because we didn't see the actual presentation, in the back office there where she set up her blog. The last sentence is still about another topic. The first sentence is just the repeat of her post title. So my only suggestion is, and I hope that the checklist is helpful to some, as you go through when you do your evaluation of your articles, and just make it. I think Igor said something very important, that is for your reader and not necessarily for you, and that reader is coming there for that
Not for you,
information,
not for Google,
and it
not for
should
Google.
be it should be there. It should be
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Anybody else have a comment or suggestion for Donna?
Keep on.
Well,
I have one
I think it's a
one
great.
question where the checklist is going to be
Per-
for us. Are you going to post that in PDL or?
I guess I could. I just want to ask a question because I haven't been on all of those SEO trainings that Marcus has had, but I need to know from you all just a little bit of a feedback. Is there anything that I'm presenting that goes against or what you're being offered at night? Any kind of challenges here?
I think it's all right on.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you both have the same ideas, and sometimes it gets confusing with the way that you're teaching it is so easy to follow and go along with because you're specific on the blog, and with Marcus, he's doing different topics in the same time span, and it's different. Your trainings are easy to follow, and really, his are too, but yours are better for us to learn as beginners.
Well, see, and that's what I was sharing with Sam, that I didn't want to. I'm very. I don't even. Sometimes when I'm coming here on Wednesday, I'm almost doing so with trepidation because I don't want to say anything that will contradict what you're having on at 11 o'clock. I came to those trainings a little bit late, and sometimes it was very late. The one that I stayed on at 2 o'clock was a good one and an informative one, but I missed the earlier ones, and there's no way that I could go back and fill in the blanks, so to speak, because there was no video to help me through. So I've lost some of that information because I wasn't present.
I think you're both actually teaching the same things, just in a different manner.
Okay.
What I'd like to say about that is, if you allow me to say something, Pat, this is the reason why there's so many different senseis, or so many different masters, or so many different teachers.
Yes.
Because you may know something he doesn't, and he might know something you don't. Nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so if everybody was perfect, then you'd be learning perfect stuff. I mean, everybody teaches and learns differently. So you don't need to put yourself on someone else's level just to make sure you guys are teaching the same thing when his teachers are different from yours. So what I would tell someone is this: if you're on the night trainings, don't come to the morning trainings and try to compare trainings. Don't do that. You have to take in what you learned at night and you learned in the morning and decide what you want to use. That's what that's for. But I would not compare training. So I think what you're teaching is phenomenal, and you don't need to go on a night training just to figure out what he's doing. So then you can do that in the morning. I wouldn't do that. I'm just being serious. I'm sorry, but that's not for me. So that's all I'm going to say. Because we are next level entrepreneur. We're not opportunity launch. I mean, we're using a platform, but we're a totally different program.
The challenge is that most of the folk who are on those calls are on there so that they can learn how to use the opportunity launch blog, and that it's already SEO optimized. Is what I'm sharing here going to contradict what you'll be doing with the blog? Does that make sense?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's not. It's not contradicting at all. You're doing great, and actually, like Sue said, you're specific, and we can follow you because you stay on what you're talking about and not on a tangent or a rabbit hole of something else. But the SEO is one night that he taught that one thing is what that particular page was about and what I was trying to follow. And like you said, the video wasn't there to go back, and I was just going off of my old brain.
Okay, I'm going to take your blog and I'm going to redo it, and I'm going to present it next week, and just a part of it, and just see what I come up with, okay? And I'll
welcome. You're welcome. Please.
I'll give it to you for your post. You can revise it however you like.
Woohoo! Right on.
All right. Hey, you take mine too?
Stan, you don't blog, remember?
I didn't say. I said I don't blog. I didn't say I wouldn't give it to somebody else. I never said I wouldn't give it to somebody else to work. Come on.
That's true too.
Now, Igor, I'm going to say something. There's a whole another platform that I'm not going to mention. It has some letters, and you see it all over the internet, 4 letters to it. And there's a guru there who is teaching about blogging. They actually have a what's that word I want to? A formula for creating their blogs. And apparently the way that their platform is set up makes everything SEO optimized, okay? They have an actual blueprint. It's called a cheat sheet that you can use. And all you have to do is have that formula, and you use that formula, and your blog is supposed to get presence on the internet. So everybody is going, and I agree with Ramon, everybody is going to present that information a little bit differently. And you have to understand too that the way I'm coming from it is as a former teacher of English and how we actually teach how to write. And any of the articles that you pick up, they're going to tell you that you have an introduction, you have a body, and then you have a conclusion for your for your essay. And what you do in between, you can just add these little features that I've given you so that you can optimize that article.
Would you repeat that again? I like that intro body. Would you do that?
Yeah, with an essay or a paragraph, there are always 3 parts. There's an introduction, there's the body, and then there's the conclusion. And you can see what we talked about today. In the introduction, that is where you're going to put your keyword. Is going to be the first paragraph. That first 100 words is where you're going to attract your reader, make him or her receptive. So it's not only the title. Yeah, they pick up the article they choose the article from Google. Yeah, they chose it, but now what? The next part of your battle is to entertain them and to engage them so that they'll want to read on. I mean, I know plenty of times I've gotten a magazine, and I'm going to always go back to being in the Safeway or the Giant or whatever food store it might be, and I pick up one of those National Enquirer mags, and I want to learn what Obama really did in that room. And it's just the excitement of the title that makes persons pick up that article and want to read it. And then when you start to read it, you're saying, this didn't have anything to do with Obama and some kind of a scandalous activity he was involved in. So this is what writers do. The title will entice you, attract you to want to read, to pick up the article, to read more, but you have an added burden of responsibility to make that person read, still want to be engaged to read on in your article. So it has to be something that is of value or importance to them. And I would certainly, in this day and time, want to read an article like Donna's where I could pick up or use an essential oil in this germ-infested universe that we live in now. You know, I want to know how I can keep my hands clean when I'm outside, because when you go in a restaurant, you don't know who's handled things, you know, in front of you. You don't know who's preparing your food anymore. So yes, I want to know about products that are on the market that can help me cleanse and detoxify my body. I want to know those kind of things, and most folk do. But you've got to be able to, you know, find that hot button, if you will, or that keyword that will help him or her to want to read your article and get benefit or value out of it. So you have your introduction, to come back to that, you have your body, paragraphs, and then you have your conclusion. And when I was teaching the essay, the one thing we did do is in that body you had at least 3 major points that you wanted to discuss. So you remember back to what Igor said. He said maybe talk about 4 benefits, 3 benefits of your product, 4 benefits of your product. And each one of your paragraphs therein is going to be you know, one of those benefits. So each one of those.
On the, I think Renita told me that it would be a good idea for me to just take seeds and write a post just on seeds, because for one, it has multiple products that have that name that they've made out of the oil of seeds. They've made the hand sanitizer and the body soap and the toothpaste and the hand soap and laundry detergent and all of those things. That's the only product that they took the whole line of essential oils that they did that with. Now the other oils, you know, like lemon or stress away or pan away or peppermint, any of those oils they haven't done that with. But the one oil, Steve's essential oil, is something that Young Living took and expanded on.
Okay. Well, that would surely bring a focus to your discussion if you just did that kit itself.
Yeah. And I just haven't. I'm not going to say it isn't time, but it's been a hectic couple of weeks.
Right. Well, Donna, I've told everybody here that my time is such that I have neglected writing on my blog. I've got a lot of articles here, right here. You see how many? I got them all there. And what I haven't done is taken them and put them in my WordPress blog. It's just something that you have to make time to do. And procrastination is my friend right now. Not a good thing.
Right.
I will say that it's the most important thing is that I forgot the names. That lady has started blogging, and I will be honest. I have started blogging, and my content there is not keyword optimized. It's not SEO optimized, but it's there. And 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 I I'm finding each day new sources, and I'm learning those stuff. So don't be so focused on keywords, what would Google think. Just focus that you're not doing any stuff that Google don't like, and that's basically that you're not doing. I told you it's got with self promotion through other links. There's a technical stuff. But when you're writing, just practice your writing, practice your blogging, practice how you're expressing yourself, where to find content that you can easily, that will people engage. People want to make fun and also learn. So this article today, yes, it was great for discussion.
Yes.
But it was great for discussion, but don't let hold you back. I just heard that she said that she will better write about what Miss Renita said to her. I would say keep on doing what you're doing right now, but and include also what Renita says. So you got a whole year of writing.
I think she was basically saying this, that Renita had read her blog, and Renita gave her an idea of how she could focus more carefully on her topic rather than to move kind of like an overview of this article. But I tell you what, next Wednesday then, we are going to have you, Igor, if you don't mind.
What?
Maybe you can share a few of your blogs with us.
I got one blog, and I don't. Okay, I will be there, but I will be there. But I prefer if I can be your kind of your assistant, because like I said, that message that I was just given to Donna, or apologize. I started blog about a month ago, and I'm using it also for as an idea for make videos. I need subject for the videos, and at the same time I'm making that blog, and the most important part is that you start and that you keep on doing. Keep on doing that. Videos or blogging, and this is, nobody's perfect, and nobody will can start and be a blog authority over the night, and you will not rank on the first page of Google because if you follow those the guidelines that you put. There's so many factors in SEO. I'm not SEO expert, but just that's what I was yesterday. Had this discussion with Sam. In the beginning, when you're fresh, use a blog as your asset on the internet, where you can point people to get some information about you promoting. It can be completely general, like essential oils, and stick to that. Is what people are looking for. What are essential oils? And there are 10 companies that sells essential oils, so you can promote 10 companies with just one post. That was my whole idea. And but if I have to hold on presentation, okay, but we have to get together to show me what.
We'll just give you the screen, and you can put your blog up, and we'll take a look at it.
Hold on. My blog is hold on. My blog is currently.
No, next Wednesday.
Next May. Yeah, because you will not find.
Well, we'll give you a chance to get it prepared, or just to get ready for.
I'm okay to show you. I just don't know how I have nothing against to show you. Just to see that when you start that you don't look, it's ugly. I realized a lot of things. Just I don't know. Hold on, it's loading. It's loading.
I'm going to just ask a question. Ramon or Sam, do you all have anything that you need to add? Because we need to, we're at 1:37. I don't want to hold anything.
I don't have anything to say. I'm just listening.
Nope.
Sam?
No, ma'am. All those people that have withdrawals in PDL, if you Coinbase is our choice of processor. So if you have a withdrawal, make sure you send me your Coinbase account link so I can send you your withdrawal there. If that's the only message I need to get out. You guys continue doing what you're doing. Blogging is big, as I see, and it's a lot of gurus out here. But I mean, there's a shortcut that most people teach, and then there's doing it right. 1, 2, 3 ABCs, and that's what we teach here. And you can't compare the two. So you have to, like Ramon said, you got to choose your weapon of choice. You can't mix and match them and hope that it's all going to fall together. Yeah.
Can I ask a quick question?
Because I've been on that nightly blog too, and I'm sorry whoever that was. And the only reason why I was there is because it was not to learn SEO. It's how you going to get me on the first page of Google.
Right. but my articles are on page 1. I just need to go back and add my content. I've already followed through. I mean, I wouldn't be sharing these things if I'm not doing these things, you know?
Right. So here I feel I actually learned SEO and what it's really supposed to be about. That's just my personal opinion. But someone was saying something. Who was that?
Yeah, that was me. I was just going to ask Patricia real quick. Are you going to put this PowerPoint out somewhere?
I can. I think it's going to be videotaped. Did I say videotaped? Oh,
1969 videotape.
That's all right.
Pull out your VHSs.
Hey, look, I sounded like 100 years old, didn't I?
Get your Betamaxes out. Hey, if you want a 3-hour video, it will be available.
Oh, that's funny. It's a videotape. Oh, man. Charles, do you blog?
I'll get it up there for you guys, but like I said, it will be.
I attempt. I've got the blogging system through Opportunity Launch, and I'm trying to attempt to. So, yeah.
What is your topic? What is your blog?
It's a good question because it's actually a blog that I don't. He gave me a blog that I really don't know who this company is. It's I don't have it up. I'm sorry, Patricia.
But what is your company?
Well, my company is Zen Travel, but the company that he gave me through the blog is some other company. So I'm trying to figure out a way to incorporate that, and I'm still trying to deal with that. So.
Well, he said it doesn't matter. But with yours, I mean, there's so much that you can do with your topic on travel. So I would start getting some things out there.
Here's my personal take on. Again, this is my opinion and my opinion only. I just want to make sure you guys understand that. I don't want people going, oh my God, everybody's saying this.